Memory loss is not the beginning of Alzheimer's disease. One of the earliest changes happens years, if not decades, before you start forgetting things. It's sleep. Researchers have known for years that people developing Alzheimer's gradually lose deep sleep long before they develop dementia. The assumption was that amyloid plaques were directly damaging the brain, which results in less deep sleep. But the brand new study suggests something completely different. In this new study on mice, researchers restored more than 2 hours of deep sleep every single day without removing a single Alzheimer's plaque. Instead, they targeted the brain's own immune cells, called microglia. In this video, I'm going to explain what these immune cells are, why they reduce your deep sleep, and most importantly, what you can actually do to keep these immune cells healthy and reduce your risk of Alzheimer's disease. Also, if you want to discover your own health percentile, to know what level of health you're at, with various different types of biomarkers like your fitness markers, body composition, and blood work, what are your bottlenecks and biggest weaknesses, then take the health assessment in our top 1% health community. Link in the description. Let's start with deep sleep because it's very important to keep your brain healthy. One of the ways it does this is through a specialized waste clearance system called the glymphatic system. Think of it as your brain's overnight cleaning crew. Cerebrospinal fluid flows through the brain tissue, which helps to wash out waste products that accumulate during the day, including beta amyloid and tau proteins, the two hallmark proteins of Alzheimer's disease. Deep sleep also reduces your neuronal activity, which limits the amount of amyloid that gets released into the brain. At the same time, deep sleep helps to regulate your immune system, your inflammation status, and stabilizes the brain's electrical activity. That's why it's so important. You need to get at least 1.5 up to 2.5 hours of deep sleep every night. If you're missing out on deep sleep or you're not getting enough of it, all of these protective effects from deep sleep become less effective. That's why poor sleep has been repeatedly shown to increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease. But this is not a theoretical idea anymore. In March 2026, researchers published one of the largest sleep studies ever conducted on dementia risk. They analyzed overnight EEG recordings from more than 7,000 adults across 5 long-term population studies, and then followed up those people for up to 17 years to see who eventually developed dementia. They used AI to analyze people's electrical activity in the brain and created a brain age index. For every 10-year increase in brain age, the risk of developing dementia increased by 39%, even after accounting for age, sex, education, physical activity, cardiovascular risk factors, sleep apnea, genetics, and baseline cognitive function. What's even more interesting is that almost all of these people were cognitively normal. They didn't have any cognitive deficits. These sleep patterns were detected years before they developed symptoms of dementia. And one of the biggest drivers of these sleep changes appeared to be one special type of immune cells called the microglia. Inside your brain, there are billions of tiny immune cells called microglia. You can think of them as the brain's maintenance crew. They look for infections, damaged neurons, and unwanted debris to clean it up. Without microglia, your brain simply couldn't function normally. The problem is that, just like any other immune system, if these immune cells become overly activated, they can start causing more damage than good, like in an autoimmune disorder. For decades, Alzheimer's researchers were focusing on 2 proteins, amyloid beta and tau protein. It's not true that these proteins don't matter at all. These proteins are still central to Alzheimer's disease progression. But the latest research looks at Alzheimer's as a more broader disease. One of the biggest shifts over the last few years has been the realization that the brain's immune system isn't simply reacting to Alzheimer's disease. It may actually help to drive it. Recent reviews describe neuroinflammation as one of the central processes linking amyloid, tau, and the eventual loss of brain cells. In other words, Alzheimer's is no longer viewed as a disease of protein buildup. It's increasingly being understood as a disease where the immune system, the metabolism, sleep, blood vessels, and protein accumulation all interact with each other. The overactive immune response is right at the center of that network. This doesn't mean that inflammation or the microglia are inherently bad. In a healthy state and in the early stages, the microglia are actually beneficial. They help to remove damaged cells, they help to remove toxic proteins, and they support normal brain function. But when they're overly activated for years and decades, they can become chronically inflammatory and they can start damaging the brain tissue itself. This brings us to the new study. Researchers wanted to understand exactly why does sleep decline so early during Alzheimer's disease. They used mice that gradually develop amyloid plaques similar to those seen in Alzheimer's disease in humans. At first, they saw that deep sleep decreased as soon as amyloid plaques developed in the brain. But as the plaques kept increasing, the decline in sleep time plateaued. They found that these microglia expanded far beyond the areas containing these amyloid plaques. The microglia had spread into brain regions responsible for regulating sleep and wakefulness cycles. Then the scientists removed the most activated microglia and kept the plaques and amyloid. As a result of that, deep sleep increased by more than 2 hours every day in those mice. The plaque stayed the same, they only removed the microglia. This means that it's not the plaque or the amyloid in the brain that is causing the loss of sleep. It's these overly activated immune cells, the overly activated microglia, that are responsible for the decline in deep sleep. This is quite important in terms of understanding why does deep sleep reduce during Alzheimer's and potentially during aging as well. It's a vicious cycle. Poor sleep increases amyloid accumulation. More amyloid activates microglia. These activated microglia reduce deep sleep. Less deep sleep means less overnight clearance of waste products and the amyloid. And this allows even more amyloid to accumulate, which leads to more microglia overactivation. Over many years, this creates a vicious cycle that's very difficult to escape from. So what can you do about it? I've talked a lot about the importance of sleep in Alzheimer's disease prevention. But what are you going to do if the disease is already destroying your ability to sleep and you're getting much less deep sleep than you normally would? The key is in managing your inflammation and immune system to prevent the hyperactivation of the microglia, because you can't simply remove them like they did it with the mice, at least not right now. You do need healthy microglia to keep the brain healthy and avoid infections and neuroinflammation. The problem is chronic immune system overactivation. The basics are obvious. Don't be overweight, exercise regularly, eat an anti-inflammatory diet, don't eat ultra-processed foods, sleep enough, get enough sunlight, etc. to support healthy immune function. But here are some more specific things to keep your immune system calm but poised for action. You want to avoid weak immunity, but you don't want to have hyperactive immune system like in an autoimmune disease. First is vitamin D. The microglia contain vitamin D receptors, and vitamin D helps to keep the immune system properly regulated. Low vitamin D has consistently been associated with greater neuroinflammation, a higher risk of autoimmune conditions. Second is omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are among the most well-studied nutrients for reducing inflammation, especially neuroinflammation. DHA is a major structural component of the brain, and both DHA and EPA help shift the microglia towards a less inflammatory state. Another overlooked factor is your circadian rhythm. Your immune system follows a circadian clock. The microglia become more inflammatory when that rhythm is disrupted. Shift work, irregular sleep schedules, and exposure to bright light late at night can all interfere with the normal day and night cycles, which can lead to hyperactivation of the immune system. Sauna is another interesting intervention. Regular sauna bathing lowers systemic inflammation, increases heat shock proteins, and has been associated with a substantially lower risk of Alzheimer's disease in long-term observational studies. It's also associated with a lower risk of respiratory tract infections, so it strengthens your immune system. It's also worth reducing unnecessary exposure to smoking and environmental toxins that can trigger the immune system and inflammation. Cigarette smoke, air pollution, and certain environmental chemicals increase oxidative stress and activate inflammatory pathways throughout the body, including the brain. Another important piece is nutrient deficiencies. Deficiencies in nutrients such as magnesium, zinc, selenium, and several B vitamins can impair normal immune regulation. Finally, don't forget about your gut microbiome. The bacteria living in your gut constantly communicate with your immune system as well as the brain. A diet rich in fiber, fermented foods, legumes, vegetables, and other plant foods helps produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which have anti-inflammatory effects and may influence microglial activity throughout the gut-brain axis. Now, none of these interventions are going to remove amyloid plaque, but together they might help to keep your brain's immune system in a more balanced state, helping to eliminate pathogens, infections, and other kinds of toxins without becoming overly hyperactivated. That would lead to the progression of greater amyloid. Overall, I think this is a very important study. We already knew before that sleep reduces during Alzheimer's disease, but now we have a potential key why this happens. It's the overactivated immune system via the microglia. It all starts with your sleep, but it also starts with your immune system. If you want to learn about the newest breakthroughs in Alzheimer's prevention, then check out this video I made earlier next.